Hey guys, it's Sid with SVTPerformance.com, and today we're going to go over something that may be a little bit boring, but I know there's a lot of interest in this, and I've run into it myself with our Bronco Raptor, and it's going to be oil filters. Basically, I got a hold of every oil filter I could. There's a couple I don't have, but this is what I could easily get a hold of that fit our Bronco Raptor. Now this will also fit 2.7 liter EcoBoost in F-150, regular Bronco, plus 3 liter EcoBoost in Explorer STs, things like that. So we're going to cover a lot of applications for this specific filter, and there's kind of an interesting story that goes along with this lineage of filters. So basically everything started with this one, with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, the FL-2062. This thing is discontinued now, but this was the Ford filter that worked fine in the 2.7 liter EcoBoost. You can see you got plastic caps on it, sort of a cellulose media, metal crimping, things like that. Now this filter has been discontinued and superseded by the 2062-A. And you'll see the difference on that one readily. You can see they got rid of the plastic end caps. They went to sort of this felt material, sort of a glue that holds it together. There's no metal crimp in it. Now, if you guys are really interested in all the specifics on this, I'm talking like height, width, materials used all throughout, I have a document over on SVTPerformance.com. Click the link in the description below, and I'll keep this thing updated as I get different filters in. People send me stuff off from time to time. And if you want to send us one we can add to this list, we have the address to send us just random stuff down in the description below, P.O. Box. You can ship us one and we'll add it to the descriptions. But basically, I wanted to start out with these. This is the old one. This is what Ford will sell you now. Interestingly enough though, we just did our first oil change on our Bronco Raptor, and look what was in that. Ford is still using the old style filters with brand new vehicles. So they're not shipping with the stuff you can buy at basically every parts store from the factory now. They're shipping with the old stuff. This is identical. It's the same part number stamped on top of it, and it actually has a Ford part number that you would get from the Ford parts counter on it. And I haven't checked to see if you can actually order this specific filter, which is just the old school one, for off the Ford parts counter, but it's possible. But anyways, basically consider these gone because they're not readily available at all your big box retailers. This is what you're dealing with now, and this is what we use. It's fine. Plastic core, all of these have plastic cores. So now let's go to the next Ford filter. So for the next filter in the lineage, we go over to Ford Performance and the filter for the GT350 and GT500 Mustangs. And there's a story behind this. I had heard this years ago that one of the test drivers for Ford Performance actually had the oil filter when they were using the canister style oil filters on GT350 loosen on him and actually oil down the tires as he was on the test track, caused a wreck. That's why Ford went to the cartridge style filter on later GT350s. And there's even more to that. Apparently they were using this basic filter, and there's some durability tests. I'm sure it's some insane thing that you would never run into in the real world, where this filter crushed. It has a plastic core inside, and basically if you're running 50 weight oil on a 30 below zero day and you start the thing up and go to wide open throttle, you could create enough oil pressure to crush this filter. So what did Ford do? They over-engineered a filter specifically for the GT350, and that's this one. This will physically fit in the same housing on your Broncos, your 2.7 EcoBoost, things like that. And this, if you want the best filter you can possibly buy for your Bronco, be it a Bronco Raptor or a 2.7, this is it. Has a metal core, and of all of these filters, this is the only one with a metal core, and it has a synthetic media with a mesh backing on it. So this is basically as good as it gets. You got a metal part holding the pleats together. This thing is 30 bucks. You can get it ordered off Amazon. I've got links in the description below for all this stuff. The only kicker is if you're using this on a Bronco or other EcoBoost, it does not come with the small O-ring. All these take 3 O-rings for a Bronco. This only comes with 2. That being said, that small O-ring, you can buy those things for like 10 cents. It's no big deal. So if you want the absolute best filter you could possibly run, it's going to be this one, the FL-2087. So as we go on down the line, things are going to get a little interesting, especially when you start looking at some of the different manufacturers here. So let's go down, start basically just working our way out. So first I want to show you this Wix filter. 150, now that's 100 plus 50, so 10050. This is it. This is a Wix filter. Look familiar? If I had to guess, Wix is making the Motorcraft filter. So have pleat counts and everything, weights, all that's over on SVTPerformance if you really want to see a comparison. Both these are made in Brazil, so like I said, if I had to guess, Wix is making the Motorcraft filter. Because Ford's not making these things in their own factory. They're buying these from third-party suppliers. And obviously, this is not the same supplier. This is made in USA, it's made in Brazil. The Motorcraft 2087, made in USA. So we can assume that the Ford Performance GT350, GT500 filter is made by the same manufacturer that's made the old school 2062. We bring Fram into play here. You can get these at like Wal-Mart, places like that. This thing's made in China. I'm not a huge fan of Fram. I know some people like them. They sell tons of them. Another plastic one, plastic end caps I mean, instead of just the felt. And a plastic core with a almost cardboard looking media. So this would definitely not be my choice to go to. This is the part number CH11955. And at least Fram is very consistent with their part numbers. And let's just go ahead and look at the entire Fram lineup while we're going here. Go to the Fram Tough Guard. It's the next series up. And let's compare it to the regular Fram. And honestly, I cannot see a difference here. The media looks the same. They're both made in China. They both have similar writing on the end of it. Honestly, if I wasn't looking at the part number, I would not know what the difference between these two are. However, when you step up to the Fram Ultra Synthetic, you get a surprise. This thing looks very much like the 2087 Motorcraft. However, it does have a plastic core and there is no metal on the pleats here. But it is a synthetic wire mesh backed media. So this thing is actually pretty good. You can get this thing at like Wal-Mart. So if you're okay with the Fram brand and you want a really good performing filter, well, I can't say a really good performing because I haven't tested, but a really good looking filter as far as media choices, things like that go, this might be the one for you. So something to keep in mind. Moving on down this way though, got stuff starting to stack up here. Let's actually get rid of a couple of these Frams since we've seen that and we know what we're looking at now. And like I said, all of these come with kits with all the various O-rings you need. Get some of this out of the way. We might take a look at that the 2087 versus Ultra Synthetic later. But stick with our core group here. Wix, Motorcraft Current, Motorcraft Former, Purolator. Open this up. What's that look like? Basically another Wix. I'm guessing that Purolator is just buying these things from Wix. It looks identical, also made in Brazil. Moving on down the line. Lube Finder. Got this on Amazon. Now we're getting into something that's a little bit more unique looking. This looks like a miniature 6-liter Power Stroke filter to me. The way the plastic caps don't wrap around like the old 2062, they're more bonded to the paper media, just like a 6-liter, 6.4 Power Stroke, that same deal. It's paper media glued together, and it does have a plastic core inside as a core support. So this one, kind of unique. Don't really have much more to say about it than that, but if you want all the specifics, links in the description below, svtperformance.com. Moving on down the line, let's take a look at Mobil 1. Anybody going to guess who makes Mobil 1? Made in Brazil, looks exactly like a Wix. The coloring is just a little different on each of these, but if I had to guess, why would the coloring be different? It's probably the age, or they came out of different batches, things like that, because they do switch suppliers on glues and materials, things like that, the actual filter media. But all of these are made in Brazil. They all look basically identical. If I had to guess, probably all coming out of the same factory. One that is not coming out of the same factory is going to be K&N. So get these back here out of the way. K&N, I have some questions about. K&N is usually a pretty good filter, and as far as quality of construction, it looks pretty good. It has this red dyed media. I don't really know if it's synthetic media, if it's a synthetic blend. Mobil 1 claims to be a synthetic blend, but like I said, if you want all of that detailed stuff, I've got it on SVTP. I'm not going to cover it in this video. The thing that makes this different is it has like a felt crush gasket on each end, and it's not exactly the same diameter. It's smaller in diameter than the Motorcraft. And if you guys are familiar with the trials and tribulations on 6-liter Power Strokes and using aftermarket filters that are not exactly the diameter that Ford specified, you know that can be a problem. I don't know that about this. I just know with other applications it's been an issue in the past. So that's something to keep an eye on. Other than that, it looks like a very high quality product, and I've had really good luck with K&N oil filters in the past. I especially like on their cartridge style filters, on their canister style filters, that they leave a little nut on the bottom to change it. But can't say I'm leaving the best for last, but I am leaving one that's kind of surprising for last. The SuperTech filter you pick up at Wal-Mart is another one that looks like a miniature 6-liter Power Stroke, but unlike the one from, I believe it was Lube Finer, it is actually made in USA. So this is not coming out of the same plant as this one. Even though they look very similar, the Lube Finer one's made in China. The SuperTech one is made in the USA, which I like. So it looks pretty good quality. I would not doubt that this is made by Parker Raycor, but I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. That's who made the 6-liter and 6.4 Power Strokes, was Raycor. They made good stuff, really good filters. And this kind of looks like one of their products, but like I said, don't know for sure. But this thing is one of the cheapest too. Also, I have prices on all this stuff on SVTPerformance.com. But to finish things up, if I had to say what I would use, I would probably just go with the basic Motorcraft filter. Yes, it would be nice if you can get the little bit more rugged, old school style one. But these are like 10 bucks, and the big thing is not so much the filter you're using, how often you change it. In your Bronco Raptor or your Broncos, with EcoBoost engines, I'm a big fan of 3,000 mile oil changes. I know that's kind of frequent for a lot of people, but for me, that's what I like to do. EcoBoost engines are kind of hard on the oil. They make a lot of power for their size, so that's one thing. They're putting a lot of pressure on their bearings. And with the direct injection, they do tend to do a little bit of fuel dilution on the oil. So just changing it more often, doesn't matter what kind of oil you use. Yes, you don't want to use the cheapest stuff you can possibly get at the Dollar Tree, but any good quality oil with that filter will be fine. If you want to spend a lot of money and get the absolute best you can find for 30 bucks, 3 times the price, but you're talking about a $70,000 vehicle with a Bronco Raptor, 30 bucks. You can get this one from Motorcraft, the 2087, probably the best you can actually buy. And a surprising runner-up is this filter from Fram. So they are definitely not made in the same factory. You're talking USA versus China, but they do look fairly similar, but hands down, for double the money. This thing I think was 15 bucks, but for 30 bucks, I'd go for the Motorcraft. It's a substantially heavier, better built piece. That being said, I'm just gonna stick with the standard replacement Motorcraft, change my oil every 3,000 miles, which interestingly enough, I'm just about to do again. So I like to drive my stuff. But that's basically going to be it. If you guys want breakdowns of the materials used in this, measurements, weights, manufacturing location, how much they cost, where you can buy them, all that's over on SVTPerformance.com or in the description below. Check it out. As always, head over to SVTPerformance.com for all the latest news, reviews, and information on your favorite Ford-powered vehicles. All right, guys, I've got a little addendum I want to add to this video. I was doing a bit more research, and it looks like back in 2005, 2006, that time frame, the parent company that owns Wix actually bought out Purolator. So when I talk about the differences between Wix and Purolator, it's the same thing now. Same parent company owns both. They did a lot of consolidation, so you're going to see some similarities between those products now where you didn't used to see that back in the day. Because if you remember, Purolator was actually the supplier for the old FL-820S, things like that, FL-1A. That's who made those for Ford. They were actually just rebranded Purolator filters with some changes that Ford needed or wanted to make. That's why they're pretty good filters. Purolator is not a bad one to go with, but now they're owned by Wix, so it's not surprising to see that this Motorcraft filter and its Purolator equivalent is the same as the Wix. So probably going forward with new applications, you're going to see more of that kind of thing.